So regardless of what the OnlyFans girls have been telling the entire internet, you can just sell provocative pictures of yourself with no later ramifications. Unfortunately, this Twitch streamer Nadia found out the hard way. So if you guys don't know who Nadia is, she blew up on Twitch, just over a year ago, through her Warzone phase. She was really good at Warzone and she was posting clips about it. However, at the time, a lot of people were saying that she might have been cheating and that's why she was so good at the game. Now, whether that was true or not, honestly, who knows? But since less and less people have been interested in Warzone, Warzone 2 came out, not as many people were interested in the second one as the first one, for whatever reason that was. But since, she blew up through her Twitch phase and people weren't as interested in Twitch, what was the next move? Well, of course, it was to start an OnlyFans. On this one tweet she posted saying, "Guys, I finally made one. Link in bio." Now, there's nothing too crazy about this tweet, but by the way, look how many fucking bookmarks are there. 13,000 bookmarks and 10 million views. 10 million views on a Twitch streamer making an OnlyFans. Are the Twitter people okay? Like, I understand, you go to Twitter, to look at, crazy tweets and provocative pictures, but 10 million people viewing a picture of Nadia starting an OnlyFans, just some random Twitch streamer. I mean, the people on Twitter are down bad. The Twitter users are not okay. It looks like there was going to be some actual ramifications from this decision. It turns out that you can't actually just sell inappropriate photos to anyone and have absolutely no problem with it later in the future. And that's actually what happened to Nadia, because if you don't know, like I said, she was really big in the Call of Duty scene, and I think she got invited to like one Call of Duty event maybe like last year or something for Warzone 2. But this year, Call of Duty Next is happening in like a month or two, to obviously show the next Modern Warfare 3 game, the next Call of Duty game, and that's usually when they invite out a bunch of creators. However, Nadia didn't get invited, and now let's analyze why she didn't get invited. Was it because she started at OnlyFans, or was it because she stopped doing Call of Duty content? Now, obviously, she thought it was because the OnlyFans, but if you guys don't know Nadia, I mean, I follow her on Twitch, for whatever reason, winky face, but I occasionally, will look up to see if she's playing video games or anything, and for the last like 4 months, she's pretty much just been doing IRL streams where she sits in a hot tub with like other streamers and that kind of thing. So she hasn't been doing Call of Duty content for months, and so they didn't invite her. But for some reason she decided, I think it was because she was posting bikini pictures. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel, you have nothing to lose. She posted, "Call of Duty didn't invite me out to the next COD because of my bikini pictures. I've never once posted nude, but has continued to invite creators out who post pictures like this, and when I reached out weeks ago about the double standard, they dismissed it and lied. At Call of Duty, at Activision, shame." Now, honestly, this is definitely one of the most embarrassing things Nadia could have posted. Obviously, she could have just been like, "Hey, it's probably because I haven't been posting Call of Duty content that, this Call of Duty people don't want to invite me out to their event, because, I mean, not as many people are interested from her Call of Duty content." I mean, and that's completely fine, but she decided to say, it's this big sexist thing that's going on, and a lot of the creators were pretty much calling her out and saying, even Wildcat, if you don't know Wildcat, he's another major YouTuber, part of the Vanos crew that's been doing it for like years and years now, and he's pretty much said it's been a hit or miss on whether he gets called out, depending on if he's making a lot of Call of Duty content. And so to say that it's because she's a girl and she's posting bikini pictures is absolutely ridiculous. And I think the craziest thing about this is she got so ratioed so bad on Twitter, she actually deleted that pic. But I think the craziest part about that is calling out a company for not inviting you to one of their events one time. It's just, it's going to completely destroy any reputation she had. Why would any company want to work with her in the future if she's going to call them out for not, inviting them to one of their events out of many? I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to work with her. And another thing about that is pretty much everyone in the Call of Duty community knows is if you're a creator that's getting invited to these, Call of Duty events, you're pretty much just a Call of Duty shill, and you'll pretty much say like nothing honest about how the game is actually doing or how it's running, so your opinion's pretty much invalidated on how the game actually is. And then for the proof she posted, there's the pictures of like Tfue and Aiden, and they're posting pictures with like shirts off, and then Tfue's like naked upside down or something, and I gotta say, if the reason that they didn't invite her was because the OnlyFans, honestly, I completely get it. Because of the two photos that I recognize, the Tifu and the Aiden, they're both content creators that haven't started an OnlyFans and aren't selling pictures, like inappropriate pictures to, I mean, mostly the minors that watch them, even for Call of Duty content. Like, I understand it's 18 plus or whatever, but let's just be completely honest. The majority of the people who are playing Call of Duty are probably like between the ages of like 14 to 20 or something, so a lot of them are minors. And so of course, you know, her selling inappropriate pictures to her mostly, you know, like minor audience is kind of like, I understand why it's a bit of a turnoff for the company, and they don't want to be associated with that stuff if that is the reason. And I think another part about that is there's nothing explicitly intended by a lot of these photos. Like the one with Aiden is just him without a shirt on, and it makes his, I think he shaved his head so it made him look like an egg or something. And then the Tifu one is just, you know, him posing upside down. You know, it's just dudes being dudes having fun. There's nothing, you know, sexually provocative about these photos, and so it's definitely on a different level. There's no ulterior motive for any of these creators posting this stuff. You know, they're not posting this with the intent of, you know, saying go check out the link in my bio, and that's one of the reasons they're probably turned off from me. By the way, I went to check the link in her bio for research, of course, and one of the photos she actually posted was like a Labor Day sale where it was pretty much like a photo of her from behind with 3 devil emojis saying, you know, I'm gonna give you a big sale because everyone's been supporting me. And by the way, this was one photo of her butt for $50. I mean, are the OnlyFans guys okay, or are they just like super rich lonely guys or something? Because I cannot imagine spending $50 on one picture of someone that you can literally go on her Twitter and see for free. I definitely think that this correlation that she's talking about just, you know, for the most part doesn't exist, and what parts of it do exist, you know, are there for a reason. But that's just my thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments. The other day we made a video about how the YouTuber Illuminati has been exposed again from her boyfriend and past editor for financially manipulating him. This is a crazy video you're not going to want to miss. Click here to watch it now.